Haha. All right, I turned it on first this time. So that last trade we took yesterday was right here on the Aussie CAD, and we were looking to essentially get back the to balance out that one trade that didn't pan out. And let me just roll down to the bottom here. Whoa, I need glasses. And where were we? You see here we had that CAD yen trade stopped out, and then this Aussie CAD we got back. I got out with 30, but I guess it got me out at 29.09. But these two balanced out, so there's no loss in that respect. We're back up at 75 bucks. I think it is $73. It looks like.
Good,
All right.
good call on that, Lou.
Um, your voice is real low. Someone just said something.
Oh, I said good call on that, Lou.
Oh, okay, okay. Well, thanks. That we and again, it wasn't so much me as it is following the system. Let me turn this
Yeah.
mic up a little bit. Okay. Um, so again, we're still marching toward that goal of 200 bucks, so we could take a couple of standard lot trades using their money, not our money. Let's squeeze this down. Let me go to a naked 1 hour chart. Just see what's going on here. And this was from the stuff we did the other day. We put these levels in. All right, and you see wow, big 1, 2, 3 here. We blew past this one. It did hit it. It did go in here, just for this argument's sake, and did give us a 100 pip drop back down to this level. And now we're out. We popped out, came back in, and retested it right here on this doji. So I would be relatively safe in assuming, oh, that was loud, relatively safe in assuming that this would be the next area here up where we could go. Um, any thoughts or questions on yesterday? Anything anyone want to bring up? Um, let's go back over. Okay, Aussie CAD. This is another huge 1, 2, 3 here, but it's almost equal the one leg um, double top. This looks like it could give us another burst down. All right, this is a real severe drop, then a pullback, then a drop, then a pullback. We may get that third leg down here on the Aussie CAD. That's a 4 hour chart. Let's go take a look at a 1 hour chart and just see what we see. Um, okay, well, all of this that's going on right now is this pullback essentially right here, this candle. That's what that is. Let me mark it and just see if our marks will follow it. I'll mark that and I'll mark that, and then we'll go back to the 1 hour. And you see what I mean? This is that uh, pullback there. All right, so we'd still be looking for prices to break this low for a short. Aussie CAD, okay, CAD yen, bit of a range thing going on here. Aussie dollar. Next week, what I want to do is let one of you guys go through the 1 hour charts and talk them out. You follow me? Oh,
Yep.
why is that alarm so loud? These headphones are really comfortable, but they're USB headphones, which is a bit of a pain in the butt because you can't, and there's no volume control on them. So, um, all right, we still have an established downtrend here. We need to see if we're going to break this low for this downtrend to continue. This could certainly give us a one of these deals like that, not quite a lower low. and then make a W for the turnaround. All right, because we've had three nice pushes down. 1, 2, 3, even a fourth one. So this could give us a bit of a turnaround here. Euro pound, we took a trade on yesterday. And this is ranging. This is enormous for the euro pound. That's just a massive, and we've got a bit of a range here also.
Yeah, well, that was FOMC, wasn't it, that candle?
Yeah. But for the euro pound, I mean, the fact that it pays like 17 bucks a pip, 79 pips, that's big news.
A lot of money.
Yep, pound dollar. Um, Pound dollar is not really clear, at least not in my eyes. You know, we've got this resistance level right there that we got pretty close to, but you know, no cigar. And we're 4 candles up. We've got a warning bar followed by another warning bar. Okay, because the bodies of both these bars are inside this candle wick. And this body is inside this wick, and this body may close inside this wick. Our RSI is overbought, so that could be a bit of a clue too that this pound dollar may want to go short this morning. All right, let's look at New Zealand dollar. And we had a nice little curved turnaround here on New Zealand. Usually this type of curve, and somebody just remind me to go back to candle DNA one day next week, or at least start the process. Because when you see this consecutive lower wicks, it's like a stab at it, didn't make it, stab at it, didn't make it, stab at it. I mean, when you get that nice smooth, I can't draw a smooth line on here, but that usually gives you a nice drop. Here's a similar situation here, you know, on the upside. It's not quite rounded like this, but it's a nice steady, every candle almost started to make a slightly higher high than the previous candle. Those kind of turns are usually pretty good. So that would be a New Zealand dollar possible short. Let's look at euro dollar. Where were we? Yes. Oh, this must have been after 2 o'clock is what I'm gathering. I'll know when I go back to the blue charts. Euro dollar has come back to this lone soldier right here. All right. And even surpassed it a bit. But this would be the level right here where there's this shelf is. And that's 50% pretty much of this whole thing down. So we could see if we get a 50% bounce here. Let me just throw a fib in here just to take a look at it. And yeah, we're just past the 50% actually. All right, so this is 618. So this could give us a decent short if it pulls through. And this is trying to become a twin tower. All right, so that's short on euro dollar possibly. New Zealand yen. Again, another little rounded sort of cascading wicks. You know, like with anything else, they're all not going to be perfect. I would have been great if this wick was a little smaller, and it wasn't, but it was definitely a twin tower here, a little twin tower in the middle of this. And that little turn means we might get a couple of legs down. Euro yen. Nothing really clear here on euro yen. We didn't make a new low. We didn't make a new high. And this is just a big old butt ugly wedge here for all intents and purposes. This might be clearer on a lower time frame, but I'm going to stick with the 1 hour chart for now. Dollar CAD. Oh boy, look at that. Is that interesting to see? Wow. So I can see where this next level would be up in here somewhere. And it's already been hit one time, so it may not have much strength left when it comes back the second time. But again, this level here is drawn ahead of time after this drop. We push this up in here. And as you can see, we wicked right inside and came flying out. that's an area we could keep a look on if it decides to get here. Again, we didn't make a new low here. You see nothing closed below here. We traded below right here, but nothing's closed below this low right here. And consequently, we don't have a new high either. So this is, range
Lou,
bound.
would you put one of those rectangles at the bottom of the FOMC
Oh
candle
yeah,
here,
sure would. Yes, yes.
or don't you count? You do count those as well, do you?
Well, I
Because
mean, you
you
look at how
count these.
violently price bounced off that area. I mean, why
Yeah,
didn't it
yeah,
keep going?
yeah, yeah.
And possibly it could have been this area here. We may be near a double zero or something. You see these wicks here could have held it up. I don't know.
Yeah,
We'd have to go back and look at some of the charts to
yeah,
figure that
yeah.
out. But that would certainly be something I'd want to look at. And with all the entries, by the way, even with these turnaround points, these extremes or these reversal areas, there's the conservative entry, the moderate entry, and the aggressive entry.
Mm.
Okay, aggressive would be the minute it taps that. The second it touches it, boom, we're done. A
Yeah.
more moderate entry would be to wait for a close in here and then wait for a candle to come out. The
Yeah.
most conservative would be to let this come out and then wait for an actual bearish candle to take it
3 over,
short.
you've got a beautiful one.
Yeah, well, yeah, that would have been a great signal right there. Just it was,
You've got the big bearish engulfing candle, haven't you?
yeah, and it's a conditional candle too. So that
Yeah,
would have been the most conservative entry.
yeah.
Um, let's go with Aussie yen. Well, we didn't make a new low, didn't make a new high. All right, this is a nice range bound. This is probably a price trap on a 4-hour chart. Kind of this guy right here. Let's put that in. Okay, and you see nothing's closed above or below that candle yet. And that's what's going on down here on the 1-hour chart. All right. Now you see we had this close above on the 1-hour, but remember this range is picked off of a 4-hour chart. And we just go back again. And you see that would probably be the stuff in this wick is what we see. And the wick didn't close outside of this box. But in the 4-hour wick, you may have a couple of candles that closed. So let me mark that. Mark this, and let's just see if that plays out on the 1-hour. And there you go. Okay, so that wick on the 4-hour contains a 1-hour candle that did close outside the box, but price came right back, and this 1-hour candle essentially was a fake out. Okay, close outside, then the next candle, you can see it's a type of warning candle where the whole candle is inside this prior one. And price fell. So Euro Aussie, we've got a range bound thing going on here. It sounds like a good one. Let me see. We're 20 pips to this high, which looks doable. That's Euro Aussie. So I just want to move Euro Aussie up to the top of the list because we got our push up, our pullback, second leg up, then maybe another pullback. I can see it tagging that level by the end of the day. It's got what it needs there. Pound Aussie now is these are from a different. I don't see anything convincing here on Pound Aussie. It's
Bounced
obvious.
nicely off that rectangle, didn't it?
What was that?
I said it bounced nicely off that rectangle if it was extended over to today.
Yeah, it did. It did.
Yeah.
Came back in and bounced right back out. So, but remember these rectangles, I believe, were drawn on pound dollar. So the way MetaTrader works is like anything with the pound, some of these things will show up on almost any
Oh, I
pound
see.
pair.
So they're not valid on when you switch charts like that then.
Right. Let me go to pound CAD. You'll see what I mean. Oh, gee, now it makes me a liar. Usually you'll get these indicators will come back.
But
You see.
they come in at the same level.
Oh, right. That's it. Yeah. So you see here, here's the level here,
Yeah.
Yeah.
but these are from the pound dollar. So, okay, I'm glad I knew I wasn't
Learn something
nuts.
new about MetaTrader every day.
Yeah, it's full of surprise. If we squeeze this down, we might see the lines here. There you go. So you see anything with the pound, those that stuff will follow through. All right, so let's go back down here. Let's find our is this the right broker? I was doing something with another broker yesterday. Where's my fives? Did I close the chart? And I'm not going to go hunting for all of these. So what I'm going to do is, oh, there it is. Okay. Let's look at Euro Aussie and just see what that looks like. So we got this severe pullback. That Euro Aussie did look long. All right, so we're getting a turn down here. So this is kind of a divergence where the stochastic wants to go short, but the MACD is still essentially long. So this could give us a bit of a sideways market here for a few bars before it takes off. And as you can see, the euro is strong, and the Aussie is definitely more than 2 points apart.
It's also in a price trap there, Lou, isn't it?
Uh, right here off this candle.
Yeah.
Yeah, so we have to wait for that to see how that unfolds. All right, but this momentum is still looks like long. We've got a few pips left. We did 176 yesterday, but part of that could have been FOMC. And we got 117, which is a little light. So we could get another burst up here on this. Aussie CAD is kind of sloppy. We had this ugly wedge here during the downside, or during, our in-between spot. And that played out, but I don't see anything here. No, we got a little bit of a Christmas tree up here. So let's go here. Let's look at pound CAD and see what we have there. Okay, pound is so that's 2 points apart, pound CAD, and this should be going long. We had news this morning. Obviously, this is the 8:30, 13:30 candle.
Yeah.
So we have to let that settle out, and then I'd be looking to take this long because it was already long prior to the news. So this just confirmed that information. So now it's we need to see a blue candle. I'm sorry, we need to see a yellow candle for a short, and then at some point a blue candle for a long. So we may be waiting on this for a while. And so we had
those cat pairs like to keep pulling back and hit all the stops and then take off again.
Yeah, and we got this level right here that could be a clue. All right, that lone soldier there.
Yeah, and you know what? Just observing these, what I've observed with the CAD pairs is it'll not only hit that, it'll come down and probably hit that kind of flat level right below that one wiki spiky thing there.
I love that. That's excellent technical term. You should write a book.
Yes, it is.
I'm going to give you the keyboard. I'm giving you the keyboard now.
Okay.
Wickety spikety thing.
Yeah. So right here.
Oh yeah, the shelf.
Yeah, and so I mean, what they like to do, and what's the CAD? I mean, the pound CAD.
Yes.
Yeah. So this one's a real bitch. It'll come down, maybe even down to here before it comes back up, and then it'll take off and go up another 100 pips besides.
Yeah. Well, quite possible. Well, I just saw a yellow arrow flash.
It's in a price trap at the minute, though.
Yeah. So we saw. What was that?
Okay, so here's my projections. At some point, it's gonna come up here and get people in long again, and then it'll come way the hell down here and hit a whole fucking bunch of stops before it really takes off.
Do we have any more room left to the top side? Let me just take a look.
Uh,
100 and 117. Pound CAD usually gives up a lot more than that.
yeah. Yeah. See, one yesterday was after FOMC, so it was probably everything was a little bit muted.
Well, yeah, you look at all this sideways. That's not a pound CAD look.
No.
Let
So,
me roll over.
you know, so the pound broke out of that range,
Wow.
and so now, you know, but look at how did this stop run right here? Came clear the heck back down to here, you know, and people were expecting, okay, well, let's see, it's gonna go up and then come back, and here's a little green candle. People are jumping back in, and then, you know, it comes down here and there's a bunch of stops right now in this area. It's these stops and keeps on going. And now people are going, oh, well, this thing's going to go short quickly after this candle right here. They get in short. And anyways, just saying.
Okay. Let me go look at a 1 minute on this and maybe an entry here. No, not yet. But what I like about the 1 minute, and I'll show you on the 5. On the 5, all of our price action is above all the moving averages. Okay. Like right here, we're kind of getting into a little bit of no man's land. But as we said, we need to see a yellow arrow and then a blue arrow to take us back the other way. But if we go down to the M1, you see that all the price action is pretty much above the moving averages, but we're in the same sort of look on the 1 minute that we are on the 5 minute. We got just a touch of congestion here. The close of this candle right now, this 1 minute candle would be something I would give a shot at.
I mean, to get in long.
Yes.
Yeah. Yeah. It makes sense from just a regular candle view, but any of the CAD pairs, I trust them as far as I can throw a medicine ball.
Yeah, I got you. And it's got a 5 pip spread, which is a bit much. But we'll see if this is going to come up and make a 1, 2, 3 short, as you were mentioning, where it could go up here, and this is what you drew out. But I'm going to take a small bite out of this, and I'm going to make this a 0.2, and take this 1 minute signal here, and we'll see what happens. Let's go back to the 5. And this arrow keeps coming and going. And oh, let me bring this up so we could see. Now, I'll be willing to bail out of this relatively quickly if it gets to be an issue. But let's go look at some other pairs here. Let's look at pound dollar. Oh, pound gave us a decent signal here. That's already 5 pips plus 3. That's 8 pips gone already. And everything else was lined up. I'm not going to chase it. Let's go take a look at a 1 minute on that. 1 minute was 5 minutes ago, and that would have been a decent signal also. It's below all the moving averages and everything. All right, we just didn't see it. Let's take a look at euro pound. That kind of odd pair. That was like 5 minutes ago also. This is a nice rounded top here. Wait, let me go back to 5 minute charts. And okay, well, I really don't want to chase. This would have to come back a lot. New Zealand, nothing there. Euro dollar, that's a decent signal. Let me see, we're 3 and 2. Boy, that's so borderline. It does look short. Let me look at a slightly higher time frame. This looks like this is only going to get to about there.
You don't have a stop loss in that pound CAD. I mean, yeah, the pound CAD.
Let me go back to that. Yeah, Arjun, what is it, pound CAD?
Yeah.
Um, let's see here. Looking at this, that may be too far away. R1 might make better sense. Let's see. No, down there it's not bad. So that's 11. Go 10 plus. We got a 5 pip stop. Kind of sucks. Yeah, right at R1. I'll put it there at R1 for now. And let me pull this down here, and we'll just duplicate that, and I'll look for a manual 10. I'll set it at 20 in case there's a spike. All right, we'll come back and look at that. So this is 4 points. So this would have to move 10 plus the 4. All right. What pair were we looking at? And this price trap, if I were to play the price trap, my bias would be long on this anyway, just because we are long. And I'm assuming we should get that remaining few pips out of this. And I lost track of what pair I was on, but let's start at the top again. Go Euro Aussie. That was our last signal there. We don't have a new one, and that's price trapping there.
There's resistance also right at 50.
Right at where?
50. So about what's that? About 20 pips above where it is right now.
You're drawing that 50 from a higher time frame or a different chart or something?
Well, yeah, this happened. Let me see. This is the 28th. It happened on also the same day as non-farm payroll. So Wednesday it happened.
Oh, that's a few days back. Okay.
Yeah.
And I'm looking at this Euro Aussie. That 176 is more typical of Euro Aussie, so I would believe there'd be some room to the upside here on this. Let's see. But I don't have a signal, so nothing I can do about that. That was here, Aussie CAD, and that's gone already. And let me see, there's CAD and Aussie are right next to each other. That's why we've got all this confusion. Euro Aussie, let's go back to Euro Aussie. I just want to take a look at that. And Euro Aussie should go long, but I don't have a signal, so there's, I got to wait for a pullback and all that. And let's look at pound is at 5 and change, CAD is at 2 and change, so pound CAD should go long also. And this is in no man's land here at the moment with a bias long, so I'd like to see a long signal come in on Euro Yen. And Euro Yen, they're basically right on top of each other, so hence the little tiny candles here. New Zealand dollar we did already, I think, right? No. This looks good. But we're approaching yesterday's range, and we've got this weird lone soldier down here. How far is it to that? About 9 pips. Again, I need to see a pullback and then another leg short, but this looks good. We've already exceeded, not exceeded, but we've equaled yesterday's range, so we may get a W, a wedge, or a price trap down here to take it back the other way. And there isn't any other significant news out at the moment, is there?
8:45 and 9 o'clock. I mean, excuse me, 9:45 and 10 o'clock.
Okay, so dollar CAD. Boy, everything's chopped up. Pound yen. Pound yen's going to give us a but that's long and this is long. There's no divergence. Nothing there to look at. Aussie yen. Oh, Aussie yen is good. But we've equaled yesterday's range, and we've got these this really hard low set right here. And how far is it to that low? This could be a small W to go long here because we've got the low, we've got a higher low now. You see that? And we've equaled yesterday's range, almost not quite doubled it, but this is worth watching. And what's our spread is 2.4. This is our candle. And we're only 2 pips, so we're less than 5 pips away. But if I take it, I'm 3 candles deep already. And yeah, with the 2 pip spread, this is only going to give me 3 pips down to here. And without the successive lower low yet, because we didn't close below this low either. We didn't close below this one. We didn't close below this one. And we haven't closed below this one yet either. So I'll sit back on this. This may become a W. And what is that? Aussie yen. So let me push that up at the top. Because if it's a W, this could give us a nice run back to this pivot point or beyond. Aussie New Zealand. Again, we've got some room here to the top. All right, let me take that back. We've got some room for movement, not necessarily to the top. I don't want to prejudge. Boy, most of these are really close to each other. Pound chef. Let's look. What's that?
It's a Euro odds, the trade based on that, isn't it?
Could you repeat that, please?
Euro Oz is the trade based on that currency strength meter.
Yeah. Let's go take a look at Euro Aussie.
Second from top.
Oh, we moved it up there. Yeah. So it was something we looked at. Well, we don't have a signal. You know what I mean? There's no entrance in here. Let's look on a 1 minute, see if there's something going on. We got a 1 minute entry here, and we're less than a pip away. All right, that's good. That's new. That's a buy. It's 4.5 pips, and this level here could be key. So we'll watch the price action as we approach this level.
And what kind of stop loss and take profit are you thinking?
I'm going to go with this shelf down here if it's around 10 pips or so. That's 16. Not thrilled with that. I like that lone soldier there, but that's a little tight. Plus the spread. So I'll split the difference. So I'll go 13 pips. And slide this down and bring this up. Come on. Bring this up to 20. And let me go back to the 5. And there's nothing out here. This is just the current day's high. And we've got a little room to the upside. This is stuff we looked at already. We don't really have anything that could be a major deterrent. I don't see. We can approach up here right above these highs, which could be doable. All right, but we're in it. We'll just watch it. And where's pound CAD doing? Pound CAD is, oh, that should be up at the top. Okay, pound CAD and Euro Aussie. And let's take a look at pound CAD. Oh, it's still doing that whole thing in there. Let's go down to the 5. All right, still doing its pullback thingy. You got real close to it. I wonder why it didn't take me out here. That should have, because the spread is so wide.
But this is a long, so it's at the
Yeah, would have done on a short.
Yeah.
Hmm. Well, I ain't mad. I'm still in it, so
Well,
Yeah. Well, it only missed by a
I mean,
pip.
your
yeah,
stop loss is 15 pips, and it says you're only like 13 negative.
yeah. Well, usually, and it's 14. Okay, so there it got me. All right, so it actually did it the right way. All right, we'll look to get that back a little later in the day. Now let's go back to Euro Aussie, which we should move up to the top. And
Second from top.
yeah, nothing really great looking on these charts today. All right, this is still going to do its thing, so we'll just leave that alone. And let's look for something else now. On that pound CAD. Okay, so now we'll look for the long on the pound CAD. And I'm just trying to see if I see an area. Well, this is what I spoke about before, but putting my stop here would have been way more than I'd be willing to deal with. And that would put us right here at the 18, so we'll see what happens here. Let's go down to a 1 minute. 1 minute gave us a nice signal, but we don't have any divergence to really say to take this for any great length of time. Okay, we'll work our way down the list, and this is approaching this bottom here. And this would have been a whole 3 pips. This is 85. I don't know what news is out with the yen. And we've got our S1 right here, a few more pips away. This would be a nice one for a nice pullback. But I'm a little cautious about, yesterday's range. And, I don't have my dashboard on this broker either. I need to put the dashboard up so I can see what the 5-day range was. All right, we're getting signals here. B-bands going up on EuroCAD. That sounds like a good one. All right, B-band's going up on EuroCAD, which wouldn't be a bad trade. EuroCAD would be nice if we get that. All right, and the other one was B-band's going up on Euro Yen. Let's take a look at Euro Yen. Where's Euro? Oh, Euro and Yen are just sitting on top of each other. That might not be worth the headache. But this Euro CAD looks like it could be something, so we need to wait for an. Let me go look at a 1. Oh, that's a decent entry there on a 1.
We're in the gap too, Stock's open in 14 minutes.
There's no divergence here. There's a little divergence here, right here and here. So I'm going to take this and I'm going to make this a 0.5. Now why? Oh, I typed it wrong. 0.5. And here I just want to double check this because we do have a little divergence here. Prices are lower, oscillators going higher. And yeah, that's worth a shot. Oh, new order. Buy. Okay. Make sure I don't make that mistake again. EuroCAD, yeah, I've done that before a couple of times. So EuroCAD and Euro Aussie are both buys. The Euros are both moving in the same direction, which makes chart sense. Um, I just don't know what the Forex gods have in mind. And let's see where this stop is down here. That's oh, right at this double zero would be perfect. Yeah, I'll go right at the I'll go a hair below it, 14 pips. All right. And we'll move this up for the 20. Again, another slow. I think that's 15. I can adjust it later. All right, and there's that blue spike we were looking for. All right, so now it's I'll scan them again in a minute. So let me get some tea.
So far, the pound CAD is gone right down to that little shelfy thing above that the thingy spiky candle.
Okay, let me go look at pound CAD. Yeah, well, yeah, you see it's making a turnaround right at this lone soldier. That's what it appears to be doing anyway.
I don't trust it.
Yeah, well, we just have to see. We don't have a signal anyway, so.
I almost did buy the dollar CAD.
All right, I think we got 5 pips on Euro Aussie. Let's go back. Why isn't Euro? Oh, there it is. All right, that's good. Let's bring this down a little bit so we could see. All right, so that's going to dance a little bit, but we're on the curve up after this price trap, which is nice. All right, and remember when this price trap comes out, when you get that break out of it, you should get like 3 nice candles because we've been making piano keys for a while. What are we looking at with the EuroCAD? Let's take a look at EuroCAD. This was taken on a 1-minute chart. So let me go back to the 1-minute chart and mark the entry so I can find it later. All right, so I know that's where I entered the trade based on this divergence. And let me draw this other one in. Because I took a trade yesterday, remember, and I couldn't figure out what was going on. So I don't want that to happen again. All right, so we're going to go back to the 5-minute. Let's look at pound CAD, and it's still dragging down. We're at that prime number. And let's take a look at a couple of yen pairs, see what they're doing. That's a 5-minute chart. That would have been a nice entry, but no divergence or anything because we're going counter trend. Let's take a look at the New Zealand yen. It's doing a little bit of a pullback. And I think it was the Aussie yen was the one that was, I wanted to see what was going to happen here, if this is going to make a W or just keep going.
Dollar yen's been good all morning in London for shorting.
Oh, you mean earlier this morning?
Yeah.
Let's take a look at dollar yen.
Further down.
It's made quite a recovery though since then.
Well, a little bit, yeah.
Yeah, it was probably like a 38 pullback or something if we throw a fib on this high and low. Yeah. And yeah, sure is.
I mean, London session was virtually short every green candle.
Yeah.
Just look at it. Every green candle was a short. Unbelievable.
Yep.
Yeah.
This would be nice with a slight pullback. Dollar yen. Oh, we equaled yesterday's range, so this may come back up here, is what I'm thinking, unless there's something that's going to drive this well past yesterday. This looks like EuroCAD is slowly going in our direction. Let's take a look at that. Yeah, it's just a slow climb. This might make 3 of these little candles and then take off if someone's trying to dump a lot of positions there. Pound CAD, we're not in a pound CAD trade. Let's go to a 1 minute. Oh gee, you know, I missed this divergence. Didn't even see it from here to here. And then corresponding from here to here, that's when you want to take that. Missed it. That would have been a reason to take this trade short because we had the divergence as a backup or as a confirmation. And I didn't see it.
There are some indies that will give you signals for divergence, but I don't know if there'd be one for that turbo thing because that's quite an unusual indie, that one, isn't it?
Yeah, it is. And maybe I could have someone draw a divergence indicator for it or,
Because
you know, create one.
There's alerts for divergence on MACD and stocks and RSI and all those. So.
And I know I have a bunch of them. I just have to dig them up. Let's take a look at EuroCAD. It's all right. It's you know, pulling back, whatever. And Euro Aussie is, that's a significant pushback there. Don't know why. Let's go out to a higher time frame. Nothing from yesterday. Maybe this high, but we didn't even approach that yet. All right, we'll just have to watch it. And that was Euro Aussie, and the numbers are still in our favor here. Euro pound. Don't want to do that. Euro pound. That was this signal, and that's long gone. Pound dollar. And no real divergence here. Dollar CAD. Okay, let's look at these signals here. They're coming in hot and heavy. I'll just throw these over here for the moment. How can I do this? I'll put this up here in the center. Can I make this smaller? Yeah. All right, so we have a CAD yen, a down signal. Oh, that's a nice one too. Let me back up. We've got a little bit of range left to the bottom, but we still haven't closed below this low. So that's a good signal, but it's one I'd be a little cautious of. Okay, B-band's going down on pound dollar. No divergence there, but let me go back to this CAD yen again. I'm just trying to look at this without talking myself into anything. It could come back down here. That's worth a shot. That's a signal. That's a 15. Let me go back. It's giving me flashes here. So that would have been a 15-minute signal, by the way. So let's go back to the 15 on that. We're looking pretty good on these other two trades. Let me just go back and just monitor them for a minute. This is CAD yen, so I want to come back to CAD yen. Euro. I'll slide that over. Okay, that's a couple of pips in our favor, dancing around a bit. And what was the other one? a Euro CAD and Euro Aussie. Euro Aussie. Okay, Euro Aussie came back after that significant drop, so this should keep going up. I had 5 on each of them,
Yeah, you did. Yeah.
but we'll let it. This is the patience part that's kind of tough, because now we were up 5 on both, and as you see, that changes dramatically. So, but let me go back to CAD yen because that looked interesting.
Your signal bars were all green on that one as well, pretty much. So.
Mm. And this was a 15-minute, so I'd rather look for it on the 5. And we had a flash here on the 5. But as you can see, this last signal short went nowhere. Well, 7 pips is, reasonable. And let me just check our account history on that one trade this morning that didn't work out. That was from yesterday, I think. Oh, it was 23. Okay, so now let me go back here. And they're both up.
You got 5 just there again, one of them.
Yeah, let me go back and a EuroCAD. Let me go back to EuroCAD. Yep, it's price trap. First candle out of the price trap. It should give me 2 more. And so if we clear $23, then we got back that one trade that I said, I'm not worried about it. We'll get it back later in the day. But we'll let them both run up a bit. And I should bring this down to a. Let me bring this down to a 10. That's 14. And bring it to a 10. All right. And let's do the other one also. EuroCAD. That was EuroCAD. Euro Aussie is the other one then. And Euro Aussie, let's bring this to a 10. And I had that set at 20. That 20 looks really good. I'll bring it down a hair. I'll bring it to 15. All right. All right. So we've got our 20 whatever bucks back. Let's go to Euro Aussie, see if we're going to close one of these. Euro Aussie, I'm going to leave. It's doing what I expect it to do. Oh, we're over 10 pips, so yeah, I'll grab the manual. I'll take the 10 on that. Oh, thank you, it did it for me. I actually got more than 10, and now Euro CAD.
You take profit, yeah.
Yeah, now Euro CAD.
As well.
Yep. Let's go back here. Close order. And again, when it comes out of the price trap, you usually get 2 or 3 candles. It explodes. There it is. Done deal. So we're halfway there. We've got $100 in the kitty to use for stop losses. We need to make another 90 more. But, we're on the way. So we go back to account history. We had the one trade that, was it Pound CAD was the one? Don't remember, but we got it back. As I said, it's not, not that big a deal. Yeah, this was from yesterday. These 2 were from yesterday. Right. And then these were from today. So we're looking good. All right. Let's now once we get to 5200, I usually wait for more than that, but once we get to 5200, I want to start taking standard lots with 10 or 15 pip stops so we can, make a little money. Or increase the speed of profits, as I like to say. Anyone see a pair out there that has anything interesting on it? And this is the one I said I wasn't sure about taking this any deeper. And you see how it turned right around here. So I'm glad I didn't. We might have gotten a couple of pips, but I was in this, looked at this late. Yeah, 9 pips. I may have held on too long.
Yeah, I'm looking at different time frame charts to you. That's the trouble because I use the 15 all the time, so I see different things to you. So
Oh, yeah, understood, understood. Well, remember, I have these set up, these alerts down here. You see all these charts down here?
yeah.
I have it set up on the 15 and the 5.
Hmm.
So sometimes, like for instance, B band's going up, New Zealand dollar 15.
Oh right, okay.
So
Because
I'll go to the 15.
there was an entry on the dollar yen just now on the 15.
Oh shoot.
Well, I say just now, 2 candles ago, but
Oh, okay. But yeah.
yeah,
Um, but you see, we're in a downtrend, so I'm not. This B band's going up on the 15. I know that's a
yeah,
pullback now,
yeah,
and it's got all this clusterfuck in here.
yeah.
Now the euro is still exceptionally strong, so we've got euro dollar is something we could look at because they're definitely more than 3 pips apart. And let me slide this out of the way. Let's take it. Your look at euro dollar.
Yeah, euro dollar's pretty extended right now.
Doo doo. Yeah. Well, euro dollar usually gives more than 80 pips. It gives about 120. I have to put my dashboard in here. And where are we? This is our entry. We are already what, 2 pips, and 2 pips is 4. Um, Let me buy that and bring my stop up here
Yeah, euro's got a 30-day average of 100.
of 100.
Euro dollar's
Yeah,
really shifting now.
Okay, but the signal is there. You see the blue arrow right here. We're above all the moving averages. Um, MACD is long, and current is 77, and we usually get a little bit more than that.
Can you make the chart a bit bigger, Lou,
Oh, I'm sorry. Yeah.
on the 15?
Um, Better.
That's it. Yeah, because I mean, the start of that where I did a scalp was on that bullish engulfing.
Uh,
3 candles down. That
Here.
one. No,
Oh,
the
this one.
next one to it. Yeah, the bullish engulfing candle.
You said you got an arrow there?
No, I didn't get an arrow. I got a scalp there based on the fact that it was a bullish engulfing
Oh, got
candle.
it. Got it. Got it.
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah, yeah.
That's good. What'd you get? Like 3.5?
Something around that. Yeah.
All right. All right. That's good.
I mean, it doesn't bother me that it's gone up another 20 pips. I don't care about that.
No,
If you have
right.
that,
Exactly.
you can't be a scalper if you have that mentality. So
You've got the perfect mentality for a scalper. That's what used to get me in trouble. Guys would say, "Oh, you're leaving so much on the table," and that part of your brain kicks in, and you get the, "Gee, you might be right." Blah blah blah.
yeah, I never think like that. I take what the market gives me.
Right. So this could be a slow moving trade like the other two we had this morning, and we saw one came very close to our stop, but again, you honor your stop.
Yeah.
Even if you're looking at it and you see it heading right toward the stop, you honor it. You don't move it. Well, for me, that was always a bad habit. But now let me just go back here. And part of the reason that I want to get into the larger lot sizes. So let's see, this is a point 0.5. So if we double this would be 60. Multiply that by 4 would have been 80. You could do the math and you could see we would have made a very decent amount of money these last few
Yeah,
days
significantly
with
more.
what
Yeah.
we've been doing. Just multiply these out,
Yeah.
and this would probably be closer to 1,000 than 100,
Yeah.
which is, definitely doable. But
Yeah.
I want to do this in a responsible way, so I'm going to keep my lot sizes where they're supposed to be, and okay, so we're in euro dollar, and did I put the stop loss? Oh, I put a tick profit in. I didn't put in a stop. 17. That's on a 15-minute chart. Let me just put it here and then go down to a 5 and look for a spot on a 5. maybe I could get a better. Wow, still nothing on a 5. This is nice. This will give us a nice pullback and a blast up.
Well, it's close to about that lone soldier as well, isn't it? So
Yeah. Well, this is where the stop is, so I'm comfortable with the stop here for the time being.
mm,
But if anything, I'll move it closer.
yeah.
All right, so we'll leave that. And let me just see where 50% fib on this would be too. I'll do it from here. And 50% would put it, 50% pullback would put it just above my stop a bit.
Yeah.
All right. Delete. Let's take a look at Chef Yen. I don't know if I have that pair here. Wrong. All right, so we got B bands going up again on the New Zealand dollar on the 5-minute. Let me slide this over so we can see it. Let's look at New Zealand dollar. Okay, well that's good to see, but I'm again on this pair I'd be thinking short. And B band's going down on pound Aussie. Let's take a look at pound Aussie. That's here, but again with this I'd be thinking long also. So nothing there. B band's going up, dollar yen, 5-minute. We're on a 5-minute chart. Let's take a look at dollar yen. That's nice and smooth, but that's a 5-minute chart. Let me see what the 15 looks like. 15 really is a short chart, but we really blown out yesterday's range here. So let's see if there's any divergence here we can take advantage of.
We have Chicago PMI in 5 minutes.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
All right, so maybe I should just hold off. There's no, okay, well, we do have some divergence here actually, where we've got this oscillators lower, but prices went higher. So that would be worth taking a shot at on the long side for dollar yen, but dollar needs to be higher than the yen here just to confirm that, and it's not. So this would be a counter trend trade. So then I would definitely look to take a small bite out of this as a counter trend based on the divergence. The last one we took worked out.
Lou, just out of interest, in your signal bars you've got at the top there, what you call
Yes.
your Christmas tree, have you got those adjusted to the settings you're using on the chart for each different chart that you use?
No, they're set to pretty much the default, and I may have tweaked it a bit. Indicators list. Yeah, that's looking good there for. Oh, wait, I just want to just measure this up to this 6 pips, take away 2, maybe a 5-pip trade. Oh, you asked me about the settings here. And I just want to take a look at this euro dollar trade, which should have been up at the top of the chart.
Hang on, I've got a frozen screen again.
You're frozen.
Yeah. It says you went offline.
Okay, so yeah, this is starting to creep back. All right. Oh, what pair was that we were just looking at with the divergence?
Dollar yen, I think it was, maybe.
Oh, yeah. But then there's the PMI coming up in 3 minutes.
Oh, the news. Shit. I forgot about the news. That's early though.
Well,
Not 9:45 yet.
yeah. Well, it's 3 minutes from now.
Yeah, that's behaving. Somebody's saying something.
Sometimes it does come out a bit early. Some of them.
Yeah, yeah. Nothing I can do about it. I gotta honor the stop, and we'll just get it back on another trade.
I'm starting to like the pound CAD.
But let me. I was answering a question. Oh, on these signal bars. I'll go back to that in a minute.
Yeah, no problem.
I still got to stay. Didn't hit my stop, so maybe that was an underwear gut check.
And the only reason I asked, Lou, is because you've got a 534.5 MACD on there, and you're using 1889s, and I bet the settings in that signal bar thing
Oh
don't
yeah,
reflect that.
these are well, they're not 534.5. Let me go in here and set. But remember, I'm using these for primarily general direction. So if the B bands,
Yeah.
if the MACD is above, and for divergence.
Yeah.
Uh,
Probably
individual
standard
list.
settings on those.
Yeah, let me go to the signal bars. Okay, so there's a ton of settings in here.
Yeah.
You know what? Let me switch this over here. Oh no, all of you guys have yeah, I was going to switch it. I have one monitor that's turned portrait. But if I do that, then it won't look right on your screen.
Oh, you haven't. You've got 534.
Oh, I do have mine set. Yeah, 534.3. That might be their default settings in here.
Oh, wow. That would be weird.
Yeah, it's a weird setting.
Yeah, it is.
534.5.
Is your portrait monitor, is that a 30-inch Apple?
No, it's a 24-inch Acer.
Oh, okay.
But you can see the settings and all that.
5 and 6 for your MAs, haven't you?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I may have tweaked this a bit. I don't remember what the standard settings are. But now the new should be
I
out.
changed all mine to reflect what I had on the chart. So.
Oh, okay. So you'll get a different Christmas tree look than I will.
Oh yeah, I get a different Christmas tree from you. Yeah.
Yeah. So let's see what happens here with this news. Hopefully the news will come out before the stop hits. I don't mind the stop hitting, on the news, but I'd like to see the news come out. Oh, you son of a gun! Like 1 minute.
Look,
You son of a
with all the
gun.
monitors and stuff, are you wearing sunglasses and sunscreen, I hope?
What's that?
You using all those monitors, you wearing sunglasses and sunscreen?
No. That's why I have the black background. Okay, so yeah, it right at the news it stopped the trade out. So, and I don't know, let's look at a dollar pair. Let me just see where the dollar is at the moment. Dollar hasn't really moved very much. And euro dollar and pound dollar are now sitting on top of each other. This thing is going to go straight up. Let's go to a 1 minute. Well, I need to let this news settle out before I start trying to get that back. And what was that, by the way? Let me just see what that
Chicago PMI.
is. $80, okay, on euro dollar. And you see that it tagged the stop, and now it's coming all the way back. That's why I didn't want the news to come out prior to the stop. But that, my friend, is trading.
And the news was quite favorable for the dollar, so we may see some movement there, although it's moving down, so I don't know. But it's just the orange tag news, too. Oh,
Yeah, so let me look at pound dollar. Yeah, and remember, that tag doesn't mean, that today's news won't end up playing out like a red news. And still euro dollar, still the same. Pound dollar, nothing. So let's go back to euro. Nothing there. Let's see if we can find a trade here. Let this settle out a bit. Nothing there. It's a little bit like what you drew there earlier, Daryl, with that little 1, 2, 3 there.
Yeah.
Euro CAD. think we made some money on that one. Euro Aussie, we made money on that one. Let me go back to Euro Dollar again, just see what's going on. Nothing there. Let's go to 1 minute. 1 minute could give us a bit of an entry here. And let's just see where this top is. And I have to wait for that. Yeah, I'm going to go with this one more shot. Buy. And let's get my stop in order. And that would be 10, and was it 2.5? I'll go 13 pip.
Hey Lou, by having all those charts open for your signals, it
Yes.
doesn't like slow down your MT4 at all, you found?
No, because the underlying indicators are not really heavy.
Okay.
You have some indicators that really, really suck out the system. So I don't have any of those on there. But there's a tutorial I have to find in a Word doc that shows you what things you could tweak and change in your MT4 to make it run faster.
Oh, okay. Yeah, because I have 20 charts open. I wasn't sure if I open more if it's gonna start slowing things down or whatever.
All right, so I'm going to put that up at 20.
Main thing to slow MT4 down is having too much history.
Oh, that's another one, yeah. I generally prefer to have the history, but when I'm doing 5-minute charts, you don't need more than a week because you can always go to a higher time frame and get the bigger picture from there. So let's give this a whirl, see where this is going to go with us. Let's take a look at the other pairs now. Pound CAD is giving us a long. That kind of makes sense also. And where's pound and there's CAD. All right, let's go to a 1 minute, see if there's something in there. That's already gone. That's 3 and 4 is 7 pips. That's kind of outside my limit, but I like it. Let's look at EuroCAD. That's long gone. That would have been a decent one. Euro Aussie. And all the signals popped up. I just didn't. 6 and 4 is 10. I'm not going to chase that. EuroCAD, Pound CAD. If this Pound CAD comes back a little bit, and it didn't.
Watch it now. It's headed to the moon.
What's that?
Pound CAD, it's headed to the moon.
Yeah, I just need, and I'm on a 1 minute, so there's no, if it comes back in here, let me see, that's 5, and no, I like 5 pips more so than 10 pips on a chase. And Euro Dollar is doing what? Okay, little pullback, which is normal for 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 candles up. Let's see if it does this and comes back up. Dollar is still at 4, Euro still at 7. Pound CAD, another CAD, and that's a 1 minute chart. Euro Aussie, that's way down there, but we've done yesterday's range, and we haven't made a lower low here anywhere yet. Aussie CAD, here's a good one, and everything's looking decent on this. That's the right spot. We've got a little bit of room left. We just need to see this signal here. And oh shoot, it's almost 10 o'clock already. I got to get more hours in the day somehow. All right, there we go. And I'm going to bring this up here, 5, 8, 9. Bring this to 10 pips. Yeah. And bring my take profit. I don't know what that pink line is. That's a trend line from someplace. Bring this down here to 10. All right, so let me go back to euro dollar because I'm going to have to step away in a couple of minutes. And my euro dollar is still along with a 20 pip take profit. I think that's 20. Yeah.
You know, that should be good because there's 1 hour
Aussie CAD has to come up here.
supply zone.
Yeah, it could be. It could be. Let me take a look at this on a 5-minute chart. I'm still happy with that stop and take profit. I mean, if they don't pan out, it's not going to be the end of the world. We'll get it back.
We got 10 o'clock dollar news, so it can push it back up.
Oh, shoot. That's right. So I have to wait for dollar news now.
Yeah, we got FOMC Williams speaks at 10, and then revise U of M consumer sentiment.
Okay. The revisions usually make a little bit of a push because the thinking is, you know, you
Yeah.
told me X, Y, and Z, but it's really something else. So, yeah, so we'll wait and see what the news does. And just before the news, how much are these stops? I may move the stop closer. 12 pips, that's reasonable. And how far is it? Now we just got the brand new candle, so. All right, so we have B bands going down on Aussie CAD 1 minute. We were just looking at that. All right, so we'll let these sit. All right, so that's where we are. Slightly larger lot size. They didn't change it. I should be back on 0.25s, but we'll live with this. Aussie CAD was this entrance, which is okay, which makes sense. So now when I look at it, I know what I did. Euro, dollar. All right, that's pound CAD is giving a long signal. That's a decent signal too. But with the news coming out, I like this signal. We're above the moving average. Let me get rid of this. And get rid of all of this down here. And what is that? P-band's going down 5 minute. Euro. And where's pound is at 5, CAD is at 3. That relationship is correct. Let me see, that's pound CAD. Let's go euro dollar. Still creeping up. Creep in my direction for once today. And this one, Aussie CAD, is creeping down, is going the wrong way. It's going where it's going to go, so. And what do we have? 2 minutes to the news? 3 minutes. We might get another one of those bizarre spikes again. And let me go back to that pound CAD because that's haunting me because that's the signal. I just got to go with it. And euro dollar is +5. Let's go take a look at euro dollar. Do I need to do anything here?
Well, if the news is coming out, take the money.
Yeah. Get my close order.
Got close to 10 anyway, so.
Yeah, it's moved up 10 in about the last minute. Euro dollar. In fact, I was in it too, so I got out with tiny, tiny profit.
Boy, those alarms are god awful loud. I have to figure out how to lower that or get my old headset back or just buy another set.
No volume on the headset?
No, that's a little bit of a pain in the butt.
Yeah, I don't understand that. Don't you have a separate volume for your on your computer for microphone?
Yeah.
You've just been stopped out on one, Lou.
That's okay.
You're over the. You got over 10 on that one.
Yeah. It's about to hit that demand supply zone.
Yeah. I'll take that 10.
Yeah.
Go back to pound CAD.
Oh,
And there's pound CAD.
yeah. Take the money and run.
And
You're right. That Michael, he's mental.
You know me too well, Daryl.
Yeah. Okay.
what did we have to make up? We had to make up, was it $80? So 50, 30 there. Come back to here. I'll take the 6.5. Let me just do some math here. Oh, I don't have to do some math. We were up 511. Right. So now we're at 570. So we're close to getting everything back. That was my goal, was just to get back what, on that awkward trade. And so it'd be nice to get it back while we're here, but that may not happen. I don't see anything. That pound CAD trade. And this is, I mean, I took the signal. That's the thing you got to really burn into your brain. But everything on this trade looked nice. The spread was a bit wide, but you see, it had gone as high as 10.
Yeah.
So we're not bad. We're like $30 back from where we were. 3 ticks.
Okay.
So I just want to see if there's something here that'll give us what we got to
That broker
do.
really widens its spreads, though, doesn't it?
It
Well, they
does.
weren't ridiculous. You know,
I
it
mean,
didn't go to like a.
Pepperstone doesn't do that.
Yeah, well, you know, that is a broker dependent thing, but these guys aren't that bad.
Yeah.
I've seen much, much worse. And the way we handle the money management and risk and all that, it never really hurts us. Mm, CAD yen short looks good. Um, Here's CAD and yen. That's a 5-minute chart. Let me go down to a 1 minute. Yeah, that looks like a possible done deal there. Okay. New order. Close. Let's go back to the 5. It didn't close on the 5, but it did on the 1. Let's see where we are here. Oh, shit, it's 10 o'clock. Oh, let me put in a take profit here. I'll come down here for 6. And let me go up here. What's this high here? I can't really see what that is. It's 13 and a 2-pip spread, so I'll go 14. Where's 14? All right. And we'll see what happens here.
Okay, so here you can check me on this. I stuck my neck out and put a price for
And
the pound CAD.
what was that? Oh, pound CAD today's projected high based on DW's crystal ball.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. I didn't know about the whole crystal ball thing. Let me see where we are here. Pound. Oh no, this is CAD yen. And the yen is stronger than the CAD, so this should creep short. Maybe a slow mover. Let me go. I'm on the 5-minute. Okay. Pound CAD today's projected high based on DW's crystal ball. Okay, so explain that to me.
Oh, well, I mean, just, okay, you know, like the pound, or, well, the CAD pairs, when they have big news that really moves them, they do the same trick almost all the time. They come back way beyond what you expect them to come back, and then they take off like a broke dick dog.
Oh
So,
yeah, you said you didn't trust CAD pairs.
well, but I mean, I'm starting to see the pattern now. So,
Oh, okay.
I mean, I tried a dollar CAD trade, and that was my one loser for the day.
Mm-hmm.
Um, you know, what the hell do I know, anyways? But if this was a weekday, not a Friday. I mean, yeah, not a Friday. My projection would be more like 202.80. But this is just what they do. They pull way back, they muck around, and then they take off like crazy. That's all. You know,
Oh, okay.
that's why I put the BS in. It could be total bullshit, but um, they have
Well, you know, there may be something to it. As you get to know a pair, you'll have ways of kind of determining its nature and its tendencies and all that. And I remember, I think last week I mentioned I wanted to pick one pair and kind of make it the group's pair, and we'll use that for longer term trades and all that on the 4 hours or 1 hour charts. A lot of set up and get trades, because it'd be good to have one pair to do that with, so we're not bouncing all over the place and missing stuff. So we'll pick one pair, and if there's a couple of setups, we take them. If there's no setups, we just have to wait 2 or 3 days until we get one. That I think would be a good thing to do. All right, so this thing is still dancing, and I need this to give me 10, 12 pips. Let me go to a 15-minute chart. What's that look like? We're price trapping hard here. I mean, real hard. Wow. Well, we got the one good thing. We got a twin tower on the 15. So hopefully that'll give us this red bar here. Let's go out to a 1 hour. And the 1 hour just would be a decent little pullback. possibly to this moving average, and then another leg down. Okay. Well, I'm going to have to leave that as it is, and if it doesn't pan out, we will, we'll get it back another way. But I'll leave that as it is for the moment, and I have to say so long for now, and I will check in with you guys over the weekend via Skype or whatever.
Yeah.
All right.
Okay, Luke. Thank you very much.
Okay, gents. I'll talk to you later. Bye bye.
Yep. Thank you.
Yeah. Cheers.
Bye.
Yeah. Bye.